Hey everyone, so this video is dedicated to a special friend of mine who's about to undergo a very life-changing surgery, and I was asked to write a letter to her, and it's inspirational to help her through everything. And instead of doing a letter, I'm going to I'm going to surprise her. Hi. And do a video completely unedited and raw. If I do anything, it'll just be touching up lighting or adding little things to it here and there, background music, something like that. That'll be the only thing that I do to it. Other than that, this is going to be completely raw and unedited. You know who you are. I'm not going to mention any names because of privacy issues, but you know who you are, and we're all here for you. And I'm not just going to say this in retrospect just to me, but you have friends and you have family, and for you to ask me to do a letter to help you through everything, I have no problem doing that. As much as we've talked about, this is the least that I can do. But I'm not going to say it just for me. I want you to understand that this is something for all of us. I'm not going to speak for everybody, but in generic terms, that's exactly what this is. So here we go. I've been doing a lot of thinking, trying to figure out exactly what to say, and trying to find words. Instead of trying to find something, I'm just going to come out and just say it. First of all, you're an amazing person, and regardless what anyone thinks or how anybody feels, or we haven't really gotten the whole discussion on why you're doing it. I mean, I know why. I really do. I really do know why. But you are still an amazing woman. You're funny. You're just amazing. And you are a beautiful woman, and you're pretty. And it's not about looks that defines a person. It's about their personality. So above everything that is going through your head right now, that's my advice to you, is that beauty and love for yourself is here. It starts here. It starts here, then it's here, because from here is reflection, and that's what you see is reflection. So, but above all, love yourself. Okay? I know you do, and you love everybody around you, and you care for them and you would do anything for them. So no matter what, remember that the love starts here. Okay? It's kind of funny because when I'm gonna tell a little story. When I first met you, I thought that you were, how do I want to put it, it's quite mean. I thought you were going to be a little mean just by looking at you. And I look back on it, and you can tell I'm laughing about it. Because I do the one thing that I said I would never do, and that's judging a book by its cover. And I judged. And I was so wrong. Because we talked briefly, and after we talked for a little bit, then it was like an instant friendship bond. I mean, we got along, and I loved it. So from there we started talking about everything, but I was completely wrong because you were talking, and granted, over the time that we've known each other, we've said stuff to each other that we probably did not want to know about each other. I can think of a couple of things, but I mean, we've laughed about things. We've laughed till we've cried. We've cried because we've both been sad about things. We've witnessed it. I mean, you and me both. And we even won an award together. I mean, how does that work? Really? I mean, how does that work? And it's all because because firemen fell in love. It's all because of the firemen. We won an award. Oh, can you imagine? Actually, we can't imagine. There's no need to because we already did it, right? We have pictures to prove it. Oh, that was a good time. I love it. So, as you embark on your journey, and there are many, many friends and family out there. We're here. We're not going anywhere. And I've seen you when you weren't happy. But look at you now. You have found the man of your dreams. And before, you were, I think this is where I really got to really see everything of you. Was that sounded really bad. That sounded really bad. But before, you were quite, I think that's where I got that you were mean and everything. Because when we first met, you were not happy at all. You were going through a very rough time, and now you have found this person and this guy that completely loves you and asked you to marry him, and your smile alone lights up a room. And I have never seen that until you got with him. So, kudos to you, and that big smile and everything, I love it. I mean, that right there just kind of gives me goosebumps just thinking about it, and cold chills. But, you know, Jeffrey Bezos, and if you don't know who he is, look him up. But Jeffrey Bezos said one thing. He said the common question that gets asked in business is why. And that's a good question. But equally, the valid question is why not. So, every time I throw something at you, you're always like, why? Or I say why. I'm the one that says why. You turn around and say, why not? You know, do it. So this is me going and being the why not person. Go for it. If I have seen that your love is here, I can tell that now. And now that I know that it's here, and there's other reasons too, go for it. And you know, this long journey awaits you. And even though it's going to be an emotional roller coaster from hell, just remember, you've been to hell. You've already been through it. And I mean, you can look on your past. Look, you know, just some of the stuff that we've talked about and everything else. You've been through hell. And this should not be anything greater than that. And you're a strong woman. You don't take anything from anybody, and you've done that in the past. You let that happen, but now You stand up, and if anybody gets in your way, you're the one person to say, get up and go. I've seen you do it. You told me to do it a couple times. So if you can say it to me, surely you can say it to anybody. But if you get up and just do it. And if somebody tries telling you that, or if you get a moment that you're feeling down or anything like that, then you put the thought in the back of your head, and just tell the thought, be like, screw you, I wipe my own butt, and I'm going to do what I want, because it's my life, regardless what anybody else thinks about it, regardless what oblivious common sense thing happens to pop into, well, I'm not sure common sense, but conscientious mind says stuff, which it does. If it does, and that happens, just, you're in control. You are in control of your life now. And this is something that you can do, that you have to do ultimately. Nobody can make you do it. But we're going to be here to help you through it. So keep that in mind. And regardless if you want to talk, if you want to chat, moan, groan, text, gripe, I don't care what it is, you can just turn around and call me, Blondie made a really good song about it. Call me, But yeah, give me a call, and you know why? You know why you can call me? Because you're my buddy, and I'm yours. And that's ultimately what it's all about. We're not close enough to that, we're there, but we're not like awesome BFFs, but I consider you as a BFF. And we're close enough to where we're buddies. It's like Thunder Buddies for life. If you haven't seen the movie Ted, please go. You've got to watch Ted. There you go. Thunder Buddies for life. But I don't know. I want to be the teddy bear. Yeah, I want to be the teddy bear. So, Thunder Buddies for life, and you got this. And if you need anything, look back on this video if you have to. When you get down, you're always going to find something to smile about in this video. Regardless what you do, whether it be my goofy butt or bringing back memories of stuff that we've talked about, or stuff that we've shared together in the past. I have one thought in my head, and you know exactly what it is. Think back on that. But ultimately, I'm here for you, and you have your husband who's also here for you. The kids are going to be there for you, and anytime you need anything, we're going to be here. But keep one thing in mind: this is something that is not going to happen overnight. But as long as you work towards it, towards a goal, you're ultimately going to get it. And that's all that matters, because the goal is what's going to be there. And we just need to keep pushing forward toward that goal. And we're going to help you out and get you to it. So, baby steps. It's, like I said, it's not going to happen overnight, but there's baby steps. And I have this is what I'm going to do. After everything's over, the changes that you're wanting to go through and your goal, I'm going to help you get there. And I've always said that when I go to the gym, that I sweat and it's embarrassing. That's why I don't really go anymore. And I do everything at home. But I'll fight through that. and regardless of how embarrassed I may get, if you want to go to the gym or anything, or if you want to go on a walk, or you want to go and do anything, after everything's over and they say it's okay, I'll be there to help. I'll help push everything out of the way and recipes. But let's face it, you know I can cook. I mean, we've had this conversation. I'll even start indulging on recipes, and I'll bring out soups that will blow your mind, and foods that are just amazing. And I guarantee you don't like them. But if I'll help cook, I'll help with the rehab part of it, and we'll all get through this. So that's my promise, is that rehab and everything, we'll do it together. So look back on this. This is all yours, and this is why I didn't do it. This is why I didn't write it. Was because I wanted you to see it. Because I can't do this face to face. That I'm a chicken, yes, we know. But even though I can't do it face to face, this is something that you can see, and this is real, and it's all me. So I've got my fingers crossed. I'm gonna be there talking to you and helping you out every step of the way, and I'll give you all the support that you need, because you being the woman that you are and everything that you've been through, you deserve it. So I will talk to you later, and I'm hoping that you get to see this before your deadline that you get it by. So I'm going to work on that now. It is 9:47 p.m. and I'm going to work on that now and try to get this uploaded, because I want you to see it. So I heart you very much, and when everything's done, we can go shopping. Yay!